Hey guys, and welcome to Simple About Games channel. I would like to share my thoughts about current Fusion. It's been a week for most of us doing the event, and at this point I'm quite sure about my thoughts considering the event. I should say only one thing: I'm exhausted. Let me explain why. The most annoying thing about the event is the fact that you have to start from scratch. And it doesn't matter how many resources you had. Well, it actually matters, but to a certain point. Okay guys, don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about the gems you might have on your accounts or maybe potions you have in your taverns. I'm talking about the champions most of us keep in our vaults, the duplicates, the champions we don't use. And to be honest, there is only one reason to keep them. In order to use them during the fusions, or maybe in more rare situations, in order helping for their future buffs. But we all know that Plarium isn't the best company at balancing the champions, so most of us just keep them for the fusions. And this fusion is really special. In order to get the legendary, you actually have to get every single rare needed and then fuse the epics. Yes, of course you have chances to summon some of the epics right from the start during the summoning tournament and summoning event, but those chances are kinda low. I do understand why Plarium wants to make such events, and to be honest, it's nothing special. It's not only about the money. They want to make some kind of rebalance of resources players have, so they don't sit at really big stockpiles of gems and silver and other resources we have in game. And it's kind of okay. The problem about the event is the fact that the champion, which is the goal of the fusion, he's actually not that good. Well, he's okay-ish. He might be really fun in some situations. You might use him in arena with lots of resist gear. You might use him in faction wars. He might even help you with, for example, campaign, in case if you want him to use for that purpose. But he's not god level. He's nowhere close to, for example, Rotos before the nerf. And that fact actually makes me really sad about the fusion. You have to put so many efforts to get the champion, which is kinda situational in his usage, and he's not that good. Okay guys, I would really like to know your opinion about the champion, and if you agree with me that he is not that good, please leave the comments below the video. Even if you disagree with me and think that he is absolutely superb, also leave your comments. Now let's look at this problem from the other side. We have 4 epics. At least 2 of them, from my point of view, are really good. And at least if you're not going to fuse the legendary champion, you should try and fuse them, because they can help you in different aspects of the game. I would like to start from the champion who is, in my opinion, has less potential, but also might be really good. And I'm talking about Kaiden. Let's look at his kit. There's one ability which makes him kinda special, and this is the revive ability. He's A3. He revives 2 random allies with 50% of HP and places increase defense buff on them for 1 turn. Initially the ability has quite long cooldown of 6 turns, but you can decrease it and make it 4 turns, which makes it really usable. From my experience, having a revive champion in the team really helps in faction wars, or in some dungeons also. For example, in my case, I was able to complete stage 21 of Barbarians faction wars and stage 21 of Sacred Order faction wars only because I've added a revive champion in the team. So guys, in case if you're struggling with Dark Elves from this point of view, then you should really get him. Also, he might be usable as a decrease attack champion. He has AoE with decrease attack, and also the cooldown might be really good. You can decrease it up to 3 turns, which is awesome. His provoke chance on his A1 is quite low, so I'm not going to take it in consideration. It might work from time to time, but it's not really reliable. Okay, let's look at another champion I'm interested in, and this is Fayne. Actually, let me open her in the index, and I will show why exactly she is my top priority this fusion. And when I'm talking top priority, I really mean it. Let me explain why. Let's look at her kit. Her A1 attacks one enemy 2 times. Each hit has a 35% chance of stealing 5% of target's current turn meter. It's kinda not usable on the clan boss, but might be usable in other aspects of the game. I'm not going to talk about her A1 too much. Let's focus on A2 and A3. Those are the abilities which are really interesting. A2. She attacks one enemy, has a 75% chance, which can be buffed up to 100% chance of placing 2 bigger poisons, and decrease attack debuff at the same time, which can be further decreased to 3 turns. Just awesome ability. I really like multi-purpose abilities when they not only do one thing, but they do something in addition to, for example, their primary role. In this case, we have poisons and decrease attack at the same time. It's really awesome. Okay, her A3. She attacked 3 times, and each hit does something special. First hit has up to 100% chance of placing 60% decrease debuff for 3 turns. The second hit has 75% chance of placing bigger version of Weaken for 3 turns also. And the third hit actually heals her for a small fraction of max HP, of her max HP. Guys, really awesome ability, multi-purpose. Each hit does something different, and I think that combinations of those 2 skills, which can be at really short cooldowns of 3 and 4 turns, makes her really special. She's just crying that she's a really good clan boss champion. I've already seen multiple screenshots in Discord of my clan cluster with people using her at clan boss, showing really nice damage. So if you don't have someone really good, for example Dracomorph or Venus, she is going to be number 3 in this list. So if you ask me, I would put Dracomorph on first place, Venus on second, and she's going to be right after behind them. She's going to be at position number 3, but taking in consideration the fact that she is available through the fusion, it just must have. This is why actually I might not get the fusion champion itself. Yes, I'm a bit exhausted with the fusion. I don't really like the grind, which is needed to get the rare champions I miss, but the real reason why I might miss the champion is that I want to keep Fayne for myself. So guys, if you agree with me, please leave your comments below the video. If you don't agree with me, also please leave comments. Subscribe to my channel if you like the video, and see you in one of the next videos. Bye bye.